Dean Show's on.
Welcome to The Dean Show from Fort Wayne, Indiana. The Dean Show comes from the man who made you pay for Nova Rex, Ain't Easy Being Cheesy, and Butch Black, the Mean Man. Join Summit City Noise producer Dean Robinson for a weekly tour featuring food, music, special events, animation, and interviews with people who are getting stuff done. This is The Dean Show.
Sunday morning, Sunday morning, Sunday morning, Sunday morning. That's when I wake up. Sunday morning, Sunday morning, Sunday morning. Love my pancakes. Love my pancakes. They've gotta be right. They've gotta be right. Don't wanna start Sunday. Don't wanna start Sunday with a great big fight. I don't wanna fight. Sunday morning comes after Saturday night. Sunday morning, Sunday morning. Sunday morning, reading the news. That's why I'm so blue on a Sunday morning. Put a special something in my milk and my juice.
What does the North River property purchased by the city of Fort Wayne have in common with semi-regular scrap metal fires at MetalX in Waterloo, Indiana? Whoa AM. Headline: Crews respond to fire at MetalX. Cause unknown by Caleb Hatch, Monday, December 4th, 2017. Investigators are still looking into the cause of a blaze at the MetalX facility in Waterloo. MetalX is located just east of I-69 and south of the Waterloo exit. Flames were reported at the facility around noon Monday. The fire was found coming from a pile of scrap metal near a shredder. The News Sentinel. Headline: North River deal was done on faith. Now it's taxpayers' turn to pray, by Kevin Leininger, Saturday, December 2nd, 2017. Mayor Tom Henry, 5 members of the city council, and owners of the so-called North River property agreed to spend $4.63 million of taxpayers' money now, and who knows how much later, while denying the public and even themselves the information needed to make a fully informed decision. In addition to paying about $1 million above the appraised value and agreeing to indemnify the owners for all obligations related to contamination, a confidentiality agreement prevented the administration from sharing the 2007 assessment with members of council until after their vote. Glenn Hines, the Democrat representing the 6th District of Fort Wayne, called it the worst negotiated deal ever presented for council's approval. News Sentinel writer Kevin Leininger says, "I don't blame members of the Rifkin family, former owners of OmniSource, for protecting their interest and negotiating the best deal possible." When Kevin Leininger says he doesn't blame the Rifkin family for protecting their interest and negotiating the best deal possible, it makes me think about candidate Donald Trump in Fort Wayne, Indiana, talking about America's trade imbalance with China when he says, "We can't continue to allow China to rape our country." Then President Trump travels to China to say, "I don't blame China. Who can blame a country for being able to take advantage of another country for the benefit of its citizens? I give China great credit. I don't blame members of the Rifkin family, former owners of OmniSource, for protecting their interests and negotiating the best deal possible." Kevin Leininger, News Sentinel. Regarding the so-called North River property, the Journal-Gazette says the land, owned by Calhoun Investments LLC of Fort Wayne, whose president is Daniel Rifkin, was put up for sale for $6 million in 2016. Inside Indiana Business says the city says the property was previously used as a rail yard and scrap yard dating back to the early 1900s. It has sat dormant since 2006. The scrap yard was OmniSource, formerly known as Superior Iron and Metal. OmniSource says in 1943, when the war effort made recycling a national priority, Irving Rifkin and Irving Walters bought their first scrap yard on Clinton Street in Fort Wayne, Indiana. They called their new venture Superior Iron and Metal. Rifkin's son Leonard joined the company in 1956. With Leonard's expertise and his ability to create strategic relationships with customers and banks alike, the company weathered some tough times in the early 1960s. In 1983, the company was officially renamed OmniSource. OmniSource played an important role in the birth of Steel Dynamics in the early 1990s. FortWayne.com. Leonard I. Rifkin was a founding director of Tower Bank and also served as a founding father and strategic partner of Steel Dynamics, serving on its board of directors from 1993 to 2003. SDI became OmniSource's parent company in 2007. In October 2007, Steel Dynamics Inc. bought OmniSource Corporation from the Rifkin family for approximately $1.1 billion, including cash, stock, and the assumption of debt. Leonard I. Rifkin, 76, who shaped OmniSource Corporation into one of the largest scrap metal recycling companies in North America, died Thursday afternoon, February 28, 2008, in Palm Beach, Florida. Daniel M. Rifkin is Leonard Rifkin's son. North River Capital is a Fort Wayne-based private equity investment firm founded by Daniel Rifkin. North River Capital says Danny began his career with OmniSource Corporation in 1977. His last position was president and CEO and as a member of the board of directors. After the sale of OmniSource to Steel Dynamics Inc. in 2007, Danny was named Executive Vice President of SDI and President and Chief Operating Officer of the Metals Recycling segment. Danny left Steel Dynamics in 2008 to pursue the formation of North River Capital LLC and other interests. Danny is also the founder, president, and CEO of MetalX LLC, a growing scrap processing and trading company. Wayne TV reports MetalX is a scrap metal recycling operation that started in 2012. March 11, 2013, Recycling Today. Headline, Back in the Fray. The Rifkin family re-enters the scrap recycling business, opening Indiana-based MetalX. Danny Rifkin says MetalX is taking a different approach to its shredder operation. We have designed and are constructing a shredding system that will be a bit different than other shredder systems. Further, Danny Rifkin says MetalX expects to do custom shredding for certain customers, which allows for the cooperative development of proprietary shredded products, some of which may not be typical of the scrap industry. We're looking at the opportunity to get into the niche shredding business rather than trying to simply blast as much volume through a machine as possible, he says. We are not putting in a shredder simply to be a shredder, but rather to add value for customers and enhance the MetalX bottom line. We are a scrap business, not a shredder company, Danny Rifkin continues, and we should only be shredding if we're adding value in the process. That's MetalX, people, shredding metal since 2012. Let's get back to December 4th, 2017. Wayne TV, headline, Flames, smoke rise from Waterloo recycling facility. At about 2:15 p.m., MetalX issued a news release indicating the fire started at around noon in a pile of scrap metal near a shredder, and that the fire appears to be under control. The December 4th fire isn't the only scrap metal fire at MetalX in 2017. Wayne TV, August 26, 2017. Headline, Fire crews douse flames, smoke at MetalX. Firefighters were called to MetalX in Waterloo Saturday evening after a pile of scrap caught fire. A 2013 fire in a scrap pile started near a shredder. In August, MetalX tells Wayne TV the fire was just the second since it opened in 2012. While any fire is one too many, this is only the second such incident since the facility opened in 2012, said MetalX Vice President of Operation Clyde Phillips in a news release. Well, Clyde, as of December 4th, 2017, there have only been 3 scrap metal fires at MetalX in Waterloo. Whoa AM and MetalX say the December 4 MetalX fire was found coming from a pile of scrap metal near a shredder. Wayne TV reports the 2013 MetalX fire in a scrap pile started near a shredder. I don't know what scrap metal fires have to do with shredding systems, but I do know this. Daniel Rifkin is the president of MetalX. Daniel Rifkin is the president of Calhoun Investments. Calhoun Investments sold the North River property to the city of Fort Wayne. The North River property is the old Superior Iron and Metal, aka Omnisource, location on Clinton Street. Daniel Rifkin served as Omnisource president and CEO. Daniel Rifkin connects MetalX scrap metal fires in Waterloo to the North River property purchased by the city of Fort Wayne. I don't know what scrap metal fires have to do with shredder systems. The Dean Show will be right back. 9 Mile Restaurant is a great place for excellent food. 9 Mile Restaurant is also a great place to enjoy refreshing drinks. Check out our daily drink specials. Monday, domestic bottled beer for $1.50 and domestic draft for $1.25. Tuesday, 12-ounce drafts of Blue Moon for $2 and large pitchers for $6.50. Wednesday is Margarita Night. Margaritas for $2.50, small pitchers for $6, $11 large pitchers, plus Corona and Dos Equis for $2.75 each. Thursday, Miller Lite, Budweiser, and Bud Light in a bottle for $2.25. Friday, Jaeger Bombs for $3.50 and Busch Light for $2. Saturday, Irish Car Bombs, 2 for $8, and Screwdrivers for $2.50. Sunday, domestic beer buckets, 5 bottles for $10. Have fun and drink responsibly at 9 Mile Restaurant. 9 Mile Restaurant and Catering. Visit Art Cut Tech's Barbershop and Supplies in Fort Wayne because your head deserves a hairstyle worth loving. Art Cut Tech's barbers provide current cuts, traditional trims, and enduring classic styles for men and women and children. Why look good when looking great is so much better? Visit Art Cut Tech's Barbershop and Supplies in the State and Beacon Plaza on East State Boulevard in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Art Cut Tech's. Get hip to what's happening in the world with the Dean J Television Show every Saturday at 5 p.m. on Access Fort Wayne 2, right before The Fort Report with News Sentinel writer Kevin Leininger. The Dean J Television Show presents news, social commentary, music, and entertainment from Summit City Noise producer Dean Robinson, also known as Summit City music recording artist Dean J. Watch the Dean J Television Show every Saturday at 5 p.m. right before The Fort Report with News Sentinel writer Kevin Leininger on Access Fort Wayne 2. Access Fort Wayne 2 is Comcast Channel 57 and Frontier Channel 27. Consult your local TV listings, Facebook, and YouTube for the Dean J Television Show.
Faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive, able to leap tall buildings at a single bound, this amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the Man of Steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
Send in Lois Lane and Clark Kent. Give me a follow-up on this bullet car story.
Metropolis. Attention. The destruction of your police station today was only a small demonstration of our power. Unless your mayor turns over the entire funds of the city treasury, power plants, firehouses, and all municipal buildings will be next. Take heed. This is your last warning.
What are the authorities going to do about this, Mr. Mayor?
We won't be intimidated by criminal threats. Law and order must and will prevail.
This looks like a job for Superman. Going, Lois. Another great scoop for you.
It was easy. Thanks to Superman.
The Dean Show will be right back. 9 Mile Restaurant serves delicious food for fine dining that families can afford. 9 Mile dinner specials include baked spaghetti Monday, baby back ribs Tuesday, Wednesday night Mexican dinners, and Thursday night Italian dinners. 9 Mile Restaurant is open 7 days a week. 9 Mile Restaurant is located 9 miles south of the Allen County Courthouse on US 27 in Fort Wayne, Indiana. 9 Mile Restaurant and Catering.
Those of Landis in a Landis moment. Get a dose of Landis. This is the Landis moment. Dose.
Jeff, what's coming up on the next episode of A Dose of Landis?
Season 2 of A Dose of Landis. Show number 1.
What can we expect to see?
Jake the Snake Roberts is going to be on there talking about his books got coming out, talking about his documentary on Netflix. He started in professional wrestling in the 70s. His dad was a professional wrestler just as well.
What else is going on?
Well, I personally want to thank Wesley Pollard for helping me out with the editing of A Dose of Landis. Oh, he has his own show just as well. Check it out on Access One called Wesley TV.
Watch A Dose of Landis, 11 p.m. Thursdays on Access Fort Wayne 2. The Dean Robinson Radio Show presents news and social commentary from Fort Wayne, Indiana, hosted by Summit City Noise producer Dean Robinson. The Dean Robinson Radio Show airs every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4 p.m. on Indiana Talks. Use the TuneIn Internet Radio app to hear Indiana Talks 24 hours a day, or visit indianatalks.com. The Dean Robinson Radio Show is also a podcast, available online, on demand, at Facebook and Summit City Noise. Listen to the Dean Robinson Radio Show every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday at 4 p.m. on Indiana Talks. An alien, maybe not Homo sapien. How do you know it's true? The sheriff done told the news. The president's an alien, maybe not Homo sapien. How do you know it's true? The sheriff done made the news. Sheriff Joe Arpaio hates everything from Mexico. All light brown people have to go, 'cause Sheriff Joe done told you so. Illegal people, can't you see? Your mere existence is killing me. All taco eaters have to leave, 'cause Sheriff Joe is showing teeth. The president's an alien, maybe not Homo sapien. How do you know it's true? The sheriff done told the news. The president's an alien, maybe not Homo sapien. How do you know it's true? The sheriff done made the news. Sex crime happens, no big deal. Call Sheriff Joe and get the heel. The only thing this man can feel is a pain he really never wants to heal. The British say this land is mine, 'cause Washington and friends are fine. Killed native tribes all down the line, enslaving black people and all their kind. The president's an alien, maybe not Homo sapien. How do you know it's true? The sheriff done told the news. The president's an alien, maybe not Homo sapien. How do you know it's true? The sheriff done made the news. Joe says Obama comes from afar. The brother may as well have come from Mars. So he's eating cars, he's eating bars. Barack Obama from the planet Mars. Or Africa, it's just as bad. If he was from Great Britain, we'd all be glad. But as it is, we're all just mad. By Sheriff Joe, we've all been had. The president's an alien, maybe not Homo sapien. How do you know it's true? The sheriff done told the news. The president's an alien, maybe not Homo sapien. How do you know it's true? The sheriff done made the news. The president's an alien, maybe not Homo sapien. The president's an alien, maybe not Homo sapien. The sheriff done made the news. Thanks for watching The Dean Show. I'll be here next week.